It's a common situation. A relationship breaks apart, but in some cases, it's one parent who's left to entirely take care of their children without financial support. In the case of Sarah Wilson, it was just her and her 5 daughters. Wilson followed one of her daughters to Regina from Ontario 7 years ago, finding assistance through Ranch Airlo's family treatment program.
I had so much support, and then I was fully on my own, and it was very exciting. Like our first family home, and I wasn't working, so I was part of the system of income supports, it was called then. And I just fell into this small gap period where I wasn't getting the benefits because I had separated. Child tax had already stopped. I think our monthly budget, like looking back, was $165.
With the little one still in diapers, that was not a lot of money to work with. The food bank helped Wilson get through that time, and when she was able to go back to work, she reached out for help again.
You do fall into this other category where you're receiving supports, but then you need all of that startup to go back. You need work clothes, you need shoes, so that all has to come out of money that you don't already have to spend, right? Like your budget's already spoken for.
Now, back on her feet, stable at home, and celebrating the successes of her family, Wilson gives back every week as a food bank volunteer. And she's not the only one. The food bank recorded more than 14,000 hours of volunteer work in May of this year alone. Among those volunteers is Betty Donald, a former registered nurse who spends 3 days a week here.
At first I lost my sight, and then I had 3 brain tumors removed, and I couldn't nurse anymore. So for me, I had to find another way to help people, and the food bank was willing to give me a chance.
Donald says the food bank has accommodated her vision challenges, setting up a safe work area for her to contribute each shift. He says the best part has been meeting amazing people over the years.
Knowing that they too want to give. And that's what working at the food bank is giving to somebody else.
Former Regina Food Bank CEO Wayne Helquist took over from founder Ed Blues in 2004 and stayed for about a decade. Helquist says the volunteer spirit is because of Blues.
Pretty unique individual in the sense that he was able to inspire people, get them engaged, and keep them engaged, and share his vision with them, share his view of the world.
That vision was to help feed the hungry people of the Queen City. Maybe one day to the point that the food bank was obsolete. But Sarah Wilson says there's comfort in knowing support exists.
I always let anybody who knows that comes that, I used to use a food bank too. I could possibly one day have to use it again, it's there for everybody.
For now, though, Wilson is focused on the future. Grateful for the supports that got her back on her feet and the impact that's had on her daughters too. Sarah Onyango, CBC News, Regina.